I'm exhausted right now. I just got back from a workout and I ended my session with 20 minutes in the sauna. So my body feels so relaxed right now and all I want to do is sit down, but I'm not going to because I know that if I sit down, I will not be getting back up. I am going to get way too comfortable and I will not be able to get back up. So today's going to be one of those days where I push through and I use discipline because motivation is not going to work. And yeah, I need to just, push through, and sometimes that's what you gotta do. Today we are going to be deep cleaning my 2 bedrooms. It is spring cleaning month, and this is part of my spring cleaning series this year. So it's going to be the 2 bedrooms. This is a 2-bedroom apartment, 780 square feet. We use 1 bedroom as a bedroom, and then the second bedroom is kind of like a flex space, but it's our office, but it doubles as a guest bed in case we ever do need it, and it's also our space for storage. I have a Monica's closet. It's quite embarrassing, and today's goal is going to also be to get through that and organize that and clean that and declutter. And there's a lot of stuff there that I really don't need to keep anymore, but I just haven't had the heart to get rid of just yet. So I'm going to do that today, but we're going to start in the primary bedroom here. For spring cleaning, for this deep clean, we are doing all the same weekly and monthly reset stuff that we do, like dusting, getting all the fans, dusting all the surfaces. But what we don't do during the monthly and weekly resets is actually like physically wiping things down. Like in the kitchen and the living room, I'll wipe it down with solution, a disinfectant, and a cloth, which is a better clean than just dusting. So that is actually the main task here. Today we're going to be wiping down all like the flat surfaces, my dressers, the nightstands, my headboard. I have a wooden headboard. So I want to wipe that down as well, and we are going to also be washing the mattress cover. I change sheets weekly, and then I wash the bedding, like the coverlet, or what's it called? The bedspread. Comforter, it's a comforter. I wash the comforter monthly, as well as any decorative pillow covers that I have. But I don't wash the mattress protector that regularly. So that is part of the deep cleaning that I do in spring and fall. So today we'll be doing that. And I would also like to rotate the mattress. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this on my own because I have like a deep mattress. I wanna say it's like the 12-inch deep, like 1 foot deep mattresses. It's extremely heavy and I'm 5'1". I'm a teeny tiny person. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to lift this and flip it on my own, so I might have to wait for my husband and get him to help me with that. But that is the other task, the other project that we're going to do in here. And then in the office, I don't clean the office on a weekly or monthly basis, really. I'll like dust monthly because my husband and I both work from home on a hybrid schedule. We're home 2 days a week and then in the office 3 days a week. And even when we are working from home, sometimes we're in the living room or like just more comfortable than sitting in the office, depending on what we need to do. If we don't need the monitor, if we don't need like a desk setup, sometimes we'll just work in the living room where we can be a little bit more comfortable. So we don't use that space as much. So it doesn't need to be cleaned because it doesn't get as dirty, and I don't feel the need to clean a space that we don't use as much because that's just a lot of work for it to just sit empty anyways. So the spring and fall cleaning is actually where I do cleaning in that room. And then for the sake of decluttering, because Monica's closet is bothering me, I can't put anything else into there, and every time I open it I feel like things are gonna fall out. That is something that I'm tacking onto here. I've been waiting a couple months because I knew I was gonna eventually tackle this, so I've been waiting a couple months to do this so that I could just tackle the entire room at once. So yeah, let's get started. And once this is done, I can actually sit down and I can relax and I can feel good about myself. So I'm just gonna start at this end of the room and work in a clockwise direction all the way around for the wiping. That way I don't have to worry about missing any spots. I'm just using the Attitude Disinfecting All-Purpose Cleaner and a microfiber cloth. And because like this is not the best quality furniture, I had bought this when I was like a young adult, like in my early 20s. I didn't have the most money at the time. So I don't want to have the liquid from the solution sitting on the furniture. It's like the particle board stuff because it's going to ruin it. So what I'm doing is just spraying on the cloth, and then I'm going to use the cloth to wipe everything down. And I normally hate moving things to clean under them, so in the weekly and monthly resets, I won't move anything to get under or behind them. However, the spring cleaning time and the fall cleaning time, I will actually move things to get into the nooks and crannies, or like all the spaces that are normally covered and in the back, because I feel like it does need to get done. I just don't want to have to do it regularly. It's way too much work. And we are all about making our life easier here. I don't want to have to do any work that is more than absolutely necessary. But I do still want to have a clean home.
Where are my manners? Hi everyone, I'm Anana. I have a full-time job, so the time I have for maintaining my home is limited to the evenings and the weekends. And I do still want to enjoy my life instead of spending all my free time cleaning, so we're spring cleaning and it's going to be broken down into small pieces and tackled over the course of the month. This video was created over the course of 3 days spread out over a week, and that's just the reality of life. If you want real life tips to make spring cleaning easier for yourself, keep watching.
So this is also when I will go through and wipe all of the little pieces, the little things that are out on display, because there is dust collecting on the tops of them, and I don't want it to stay there. I don't want it to keep collecting dust because, one, it looks bad, two, I'm allergic to dust, and three, if I don't do this, if I ever have to later, or if I choose to, it's just going to be so much harder. So I am just taking a moment right now to take all of these little, well, these are my perfumes, so just taking off all of my perfumes to wipe the dust off of them. And then I'm also going to wipe the little container, the tray that I use to hold them. And I do keep these sample sizes, like anytime Sephora gives them as like a point perk, or like this, sorry, not the point perk, if they give them out as like the samples, I do save them. I know, like, in the eyes of decluttering, you don't want to keep samples that you're not going to use, but I do end up using them when I travel. I love traveling, but I don't want to have to carry a big bottle of perfume. And actually, a new thing that I've done for like the past couple years, year-ish actually, I don't think it's been a couple years yet, is I will buy the small size, the minis, travel size roller balls, instead of a full-size perfume, because I have never finished a whole bottle of perfume before, and perfume does expire. Over time, the scent quality decreases, so I can't justify spending all that money for a perfume that I'm never going to be able to finish, and it's not going to smell the same by the time I do get even halfway through the bottle. Like, my most used perfume is probably this one. It's Vanilla Woods by the Seven Virtues, and I've had this for like maybe 2-3 years now. This is the dent I've made in it, and I use this very like, it's my most used perfume. I don't use a whole lot of perfume because I am sensitive to scent, but if you are sensitive to scents, actually Skylar is a great brand. I find that they're very like soft scented. This one's my favorite, Isle Escape, because it's super soft, but it still smells good. It's not like, you don't get a whiff of it every time you breathe, but like, you know, when you get closer to your face, like if you're spraying it on your arm or your forearm, and it comes near you, you'll get a little whiff of it, but it's not like overpowering where you smell it all day. I love the Skylar ones, and then the Seven Virtues ones are also very gentle for me, and I love those as well. I have quite a few of the Seven Virtues actually. I have a large number of them. Yeah, anytime I like a smell, I'll grab it and just add it to my little collection, but because I have a few now, I'm just buying the minis, the roller balls, because I'm not using them every single day. And if I do end up really loving a scent and actually using up the entire travel size, then in theory, I will go and buy the full size if it makes sense. But even the travel sizes, like, I don't get through them because I don't use perfume every day. Something was looking odd here. I have a photo frame up here, and I think it fell behind the dresser. I was away for 2 weeks on vacation and it must have fallen then because I didn't notice it. I'm like, what? Something looks different here, but I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, the photo frame is missing. I think it's behind the dresser. I might have to move this. I'm just gonna vacuum back there since it's already moved. So I'm gonna wipe the TV, but I'm only gonna wipe the edges. I'm not gonna put the cleaning solution on the screen because I've heard, sorry guys, that can actually damage the screen and I don't wanna do that to my TV. So I'm just using it on the edges here. And then I gotta find something. I think we have electronic screen cleaners, like somewhere. So if I can find that, I will wipe the actual face of the TV as well. But for now, I think it's okay because like it's not like dirty. So after that, we have these. This is my humidifier, which also actually doubles as a diffuser, which I love, so I don't have to, you know, have a separate diffuser. It's the Honeywell one. I've had it for a few years. I know like they do end up growing moldy eventually. I'm not going to clean it right now because I'm still using it. I do tend to use it throughout the spring and summer as well, not just in the winter time when it's like super dry. So I'm not going to clean it right now. However, during fall cleaning, I will actually pull the whole thing apart and let some vinegar go through the machine to help descale it and clean it. For now, I'm just wiping the outsides. And then this is also actually Honeywell. I never realized that. They're both Honeywell. This is my air purifier because we're so, like my husband and I are both allergic to dust. And I'm also extremely allergic to the summer pollen, the spring and summer pollens that we have. I'm on antihistamines from like March. So in Vancouver, cherry blossoms start usually in like March. So from like the beginning of March, I will start taking my antihistamines and I generally don't stop until maybe September or even October, depending on how many flowers are still in bloom and like what we plan on doing if we're gonna go anywhere that's still gonna have a lot of foliage. So in the fall cleaning, I will also pull apart the air purifier and I will clean it, but for now I am just wiping the outside because it does get dusty and then it'll get sticky if I don't do this right now. And then that's gonna make fall cleaning so much harder if I have to like scrub off all this sticky dust. So just doing a quick wipe down. And it just helps it look cleaner and fresher too. Now moving on to my vanity, I'm just gonna move these guys so that I can wipe the whole surface. I don't actually do this during the weekly or monthly resets. So like once every 6 months during spring and fall, I will do like a proper wipe down. And I'll actually wipe this mirror. That mirror needs a wipe as well. And yes, I do keep like a makeup bag. I do like a shop my stash every month where I'll pick out a few different products to focus on using for the month because I have a pretty big makeup collection. Like this entire organizer here is full of makeup, and then I have 2 drawers here. One has hair accessories and then the other one is still more makeup. It's mostly like my bigger eyeshadow palettes. So I like to do a shop my stash just so I can rotate through my products. Otherwise I feel like I end up getting bored of using the same few things because I end up reaching for the same thing every day at that point. And then another one is if I want to get ready in the mornings while my husband is still asleep, I can't exactly use this space. Like I feel bad. I know my husband won't say anything. He'll actually tell me to use it. But I feel bad turning on the lights while he's still sleeping, particularly like on the weekends or on his work from home days if I'm going into the office and I need to get ready before he wakes up. So it's also kind of nice to have the makeup bag so that I can just grab the entire bag and take it to the bathroom and get ready those mornings. I don't know, if you are not able to use your space because you have to share it with your partner or anyone else, or if you feel like you get bored of your makeup and might want to try rotating things a little more frequently, try putting it in a bag and then using those. Sorry. This is so much cleaner. The whole table was starting to look great, and it's supposed to be like a matte black. So why do concealers do this? Like, look at that mess around it. I can't put it anywhere. I can't put it in the bag. I'm not gonna put it in my organizer because I don't want that concealer everywhere. And I know Huda did redo the packaging so that this doesn't happen. This is the old packaging and I don't wanna, throw it out before I finish it because that's just a waste of money. But it's not just this concealer. I've had this happen with so many other ones. Why? I'm just gonna sit out here and I hope that I don't knock it over and turn everything into the color of my concealer. So up here, I can't reach. So I'm just gonna use the Swiffer duster with the extendable handle and dust up there because that's like one of those places, high up furniture. There's a lot of dust collecting there. You don't see it, but it's there. Sorry guys, I know this is not the most aesthetic way to clean, but that's not what I'm here to do. This is reality. This isn't real life. I'm not going to show you some fake stuff. This is how I'm doing this, so I don't have to take everything off for now. This is also a great time to give any photo frames and decor that you have a good wipe down because that is also something we tend to neglect. That just came off my photo frames. See if I can rotate this myself. Oh, actually, this is not that bad. I know a lot of people will put baking soda on their mattress to deodorize it and then vacuum it up. I think it's a great idea, and I have done that in the past with other beds. However, I always have the mattress protector on this one, so nothing ever actually gets through to the mattress. That's why I don't feel the need to have to do that, so I'm not going to. If you think that will benefit you, then please go right ahead. I just don't want to do more work than I have to. And I guess in hindsight, I could have wiped the headboard now since all the bedding is off, but I didn't think it through at that time. And that's okay. It's just done, that's all that matters. And I'm not gonna remake the bed now because I have to put the mattress protector back on. So I'm just gonna leave it stripped like this for now. We'll come back to it later. And this is my Monica's closet. As you can see, you cannot actually see because the floor is completely covered with stuff. And there's no rhyme or reason to most of this stuff in here. Let's see if I can fix this somehow. So what I'm about to do, please don't try this at home. I know it's not safe, but it's the only way I can get up here. And I have pretty good balance, and I've done this a few times, which is why I'm doing this. But please don't. There's literal dust flying out of here. I regret changing the sheets already. I might have to change them back. I know they're the same color, but these are different sheets. Split them all up into different piles here now. That's garbage. This I'm gonna put into a memory box. I just have to create one. Like the top envelope is my report cards from grades 4 to 12. I don't think I need access to those anymore, but I think it would still be nice to hold on to. Like I just not in here. I think I'm gonna start a box for all like the memories and stuff that I have from like my childhood. And then I have a bunch of stuff here. All of that can be thrown out. Don't need any of it. But I am keeping these textbooks. Of all the textbooks, these ones relate to my career. So if I ever did need to reference them, I think they would be nice to keep on hand. So I'll keep those. But I don't think I want to put the stuff that I have left back into the top corner because it's so hard to reach, and I don't think I would ever go back up there even if I did need it. I do have some organizers here. I think I'll move those up into the corner and then put the reference stuff here that I can actually reach, and maybe I can move some stuff from the bookshelf that I have up here as well if it makes sense. Let's try that. What do you do with old laptops? I have quite a few that I just found in here that don't work. I don't need them, and I don't know how to get rid of them. So that's something I gotta figure out. How to get rid of old laptops. And then, I don't know how well you can see this. This cubby over here, I'm actually just gonna leave as is, because that's where we keep all of our gift bags. And I had bought like a box of gift cards, like 100 different cards, off of Amazon for like 30 bucks, which is like, what is that, like 3 cents a card, 30 cents a card? Yeah, like 30 cents a card. That's, I think, the correct math. Which is pretty, like, that's really cheap for greeting cards, because otherwise I would have to go to the store before every event to go buy a new card, and they're like $5, $6, $7 depending on what kind of card you get. But now I never have to worry because I always know that I have a bunch of cards here. Some of these have writing in them, some of these are blank, so I can do whatever I need to, and this is gonna last me many, many years. But that's the stuff we have up here. I'm not gonna bother moving any of that. Okay. Needed a stool. Through the shelf as well, and I am keeping my CPU. I know it's a piece of very antiquated, I don't know, it's old, it's ancient, but it is the only thing I have to do anything related to DVDs with, so I'm gonna hold on to it. It still works, it's very slow, but if I were to ever need to transfer data from a DVD, it is the only DVD drive I have. So I'm gonna keep it for that reason. And then now I have this empty spot here, that is my pile of old electronics that I don't know what to do with. It's some old phones, tablet, laptop, blah, blah, blah. I found a bunch of empty notebooks, so I'm going to keep those because they do come in handy every now and then. And I have a pile of stuff for my husband to review and like decide what to do with. This stuff, it's like electronic stuff. I don't know what to do with it, but I do need to keep it because I think it's important. So I think I'm going to put it back in that empty spot over there. And then these notebooks have some stuff in them. I don't know if I have to go through the data on the notebooks to decide whether or not it's something that I want to keep or not. I might just toss the entire thing at this point. And I have added to the garbage pile here. And this is what it looks like now. This cupboard over here, this bin, cubby, that's what we're gonna call it. These are my husband's bags, so I'm just gonna leave them. He already has them organized how he likes them, so that's fine, that's not an issue. The rest of it was my Monica's closet, and now it is not, at least for the upper portion. This is still a mess, and I'm too tired to tackle this now, so I'm just gonna leave this for another day. Yeah, but that's good progress. And we're back in my office. We are finishing the spring clean of this closet, of this room. Once this bottom area is done, we'll be done with this room. I'm excited to finally have this completed. No, I have not put the pillowcases back on. They are currently in the wash. And let that be a reminder from your internet big sister that it's okay to take your time with certain things. If they're not bothering you, if they're not bothering anybody else, then just leave it. This area we really mostly just use for storage. We have some stools over here that we use for our dining table. It's an extendable dining table. We have 6 chairs there, but it goes for 10 people. And like there are times when I will have like friends over or like a big family gathering, and we will end up using it extended. So we have 4 stools here that we use with the dining table, and then a drying rack for like any delicates that can't go in the dryer. I'll just stick it in the tub when I do use it and dry the clothes there. I just don't have another place to put it. I have some workout stuff and some other sports gear here, and like I have some extra computer parts mixed in there, like my monitor stand, because we have the monitors on mounts now. Our vacuum cleaner is actually installed right here. It's plugged in. That's where it lives. And then this shelf is actually my old TV stand, but we have a different TV stand right now because I didn't want my husband's PS5 and Switch 2, like all his gaming stuff, to be visible. So we got one with doors on it. It makes the living room look a lot cleaner. But then I have this old TV stand that I didn't know what else to do with. I thought about selling it or donating it, but you know what? I am actually holding a lot of stuff in here right now. It's acting as like a couple shelves at the bottom of this closet for more storage. Like I keep some old books here, although I think some of these books I can move to my storage locker. I don't read physical books very much anymore because I use the Kobo e-reader. But I did hold on to some books from when I was little, like storybooks. They're like the fairy tales and like morals. Because I think they would be great for one day if we were to have kids, for me to be able to pass those on. I did declutter them, so I didn't have any duplicates of them. I did that like a few years ago, but I did still keep them. So now they're just housed over here with some other random stuff. And the big thing here that takes up a good chunk of the closet is the air conditioner and its parts. We do have a storage locker, but I don't want to put the air conditioner in there because it's like in the basement of our apartment building and kind of dusty and not super clean. And because it's going to be circulating clean air or circulating air, I don't want any dust inside. So I do keep this one up here in our office just because I want to make sure that it stays clean and I don't have to like take it apart to clean it, which I don't think I have the ability to do anyways. I don't trust myself enough to do that, but I wouldn't want to use it and be breathing the air that is putting out if it's been sitting in a dusty, musty storage locker for like 8 months of the year. is all various workout equipment because I do sometimes work out at home. My husband likes to work out at home too. And then a lot of this I got during COVID actually, like while everything was on lockdown because I couldn't physically go to the gym and I wanted to keep working out. So a lot of this is from then. I'm not gonna get rid of it because it was good. Like I bought a lot of stuff that was expensive and I don't wanna have to ever go back and repurchase it, and it's good stuff. And sometimes I will take these traveling with me, like these bands are really great. I actually have some more workout equipment at my mom's house just because she also sometimes will work out from home. And so like it's a great way for me to store things. Actually, I might go through this. I'm gonna go through this anyways, but I think I might try to see if there's anything here that my mom might want to use, because then, I mean, I can always bring it back to use at home, but she can store it for me while also using it. Yeah, we're gonna say she can use it. Yeah, I think I will give her all of these bands. They're just resistance workout bands because I never use these ones actually, and neither does my husband. We have some dumbbells and kettlebells. My husband uses the dumbbells a lot. I will keep those. And if she doesn't want the other dumbbells that I left at her house, maybe I'll bring those back. I never use these. I think, no, actually this one might be good to keep because I could use it. I should use this more often. Oh, and I do have some more workout equipment on the back of our coffee table. Those are things that I do use more regularly, like I keep a yoga mat there, my foam roller, a massage gun, but those things I do use like almost on a daily basis. It's great to have those easy to access, because then while I'm watching TV in the evenings after work, I can just, you know, pull it out and use it real quick, because it's not always very easy or convenient to come into the office to pull the equipment out, especially when it's piled into a bin like this. And yeah, like you gotta find a functional way to use everything. If you need something, if you're gonna use something and you know that you're more likely to use it in a specific area, put it there. That's where it makes the most sense, and that's where you're actually gonna end up using it. Otherwise, why bother having it at all? That's what I have learned over the years. If it's not easily accessible and convenient, I'm not gonna use it. And like, I don't have a home gym anywhere anymore. There was a time when I did have space to have a home gym and I was able to just keep everything out or like organized in there. Really, it was just our entryway behind the door. It was not really like easily visible, but I was able to keep a good amount of equipment there in a way that I could use it, and I would just run downstairs and like work out. This is like years ago when I was living at my parents' house still, which obviously is no longer the case. But you know, that would be a dream to have like another home gym one day. So I'm gonna keep these. It's mostly resistance bands here, honestly. I'm gonna declutter this one because it's not as good quality and I don't need to. That one's gonna go. Keeping this one. Oh, and then this is a TRX system, I think, or something similar to that. I never use it, but I don't want to get rid of it just yet because it is, I mean, like I could use it. It's usable, and at this time, because we do have a gym in our building. It's not like the greatest gym, but it's a gym nonetheless. I could actually, since I do work out downstairs quite a bit, actually that's my main workout, and because it saves me time from having to go to the gym. But I don't want to get rid of it just because, like, again, I could use this stuff. I just need a better way to store it. This entire thing is going to my mom's house. Have you ever had something so long that it literally melts? Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but that's trash. And I don't know where the pump for this is, but this would be good to keep, just in case. Why do I have random screws and tools? I sold this. This was from the Bowflex PowerFlex machine, and then I lost the screws because at some point I took them off, and then I had to go buy new screws because I didn't know they were in here and I didn't find them. This is why you need to go through your stuff, guys.
That wraps up spring cleaning my 2 bedrooms, one of which is my home office. If you want more real-life cleaning content from someone that has limited time, like and subscribe. See you next time.